Nice to meet you. I'm Justin. You're very beautiful. Maybe we can go out sometime.
It's been years since Justin and Selena split, but for diehard Gelena fans, the hope never really died. Hailey or no Hailey, some hearts just won't let go. But now, Sexy Red enters the scene, and everything just got a lot messier. Because based on Justin's latest behavior at her birthday party, something shifted. Drastically. When was the last time Justin looked this genuinely lit up? And this isn't just about one viral clip. We've seen the backroom footage too. So, is this the final nail in the Gelena coffin? Let's rewind to the party that flipped the internet upside down. Picture this, April 15th, 2025. Sexy Red is turning 27, and the vibes at the Players Club in LA are off the charts. Music's booming, energy's wild, and guess who crashes the scene? Justin. Freaking Bieber. Dressed like he raided a vintage closet on acid. A tan fur coat, lemon yellow beanie, and just enough chaos to look cool. Think Wes Anderson meets LA nightlife. Now, celeb drop-ins aren't exactly headline material. Happens all the time. But what made this night go nuclear? A video posted by Sexy Red herself that showed Justin cozying up to her. We're talking hugs, cheek kisses, intense closeness. And while Sexy Red served red robe, white swimsuit, and furry hat realness, Justin was giving full-body grin. Her song Hoochie Coochie blasted in the background, like the universe had soundtracked the moment. And then, the internet ignited. Fans weren't subtle. Justin looks happier with her than with Hailey. He's smiling like a man who escaped a cage. The takes were savage, and honestly, the footage kind of backed them up. Justin didn't just look happy, he looked free, liberated, euphoric even. That smile? Haven't seen it around Hailey in a minute. Of course, not everyone found it cute. Some fans said it straight, Justin's behavior was way out of line for a married man. And yeah, imagine Hailey doing the same. Picture her cozying up to a male rapper, cheek kisses, radiant grin. There would be bonfires in the comments. But Justin gets brushed off with a casual, boys will be boys. The double standard, alive and kicking. But then came the twist, the one nobody saw coming. While fans were busy writing Hailey Bieber's divorce announcement for her, she did something weird. Instead of flipping out, she liked Sexy Red's Instagram post and dropped 3 heart eye emojis in the comments. Wait, what? Your husband looks deliriously happy with another woman, and your public response is flirty emojis? It's giving crisis PR. It's giving don't let them see you sweat. It's giving desperate chill girl energy. And fans noticed. Hailey's comment didn't diffuse the drama, it ignited more theories. Because no matter how hard she smiled in those emojis, the whole thing felt off. Sexy Red tried to kill the rumors. She hopped online and denied anything shady was going on, insisting there was no trouble between Justin and Hailey. But I mean, come on, what else is she supposed to say? Yeah, your man looked miserable in his marriage and radiant at my party. Let's be serious, but that wasn't even Sexy Red's only headline moment in April. Just a week later, on April 22nd, she popped up in another viral event. This time alongside Chris Brown at a meet and greet that sparked a fresh wave of online buzz. And if that wasn't enough, on April 16th, just one day after the now infamous Bieber party, a sneak peek of a new track featuring Sexy Red and Tommy Richmond lit up the internet. The preview showed them performing live, with Red and others, twerking on stage. And yeah, it divided the internet. Some fans were hyped, others, not so much. Comments ranged from excitement to complete discomfort. One user didn't hold back, tweeting, "This is disturbing to watch." And honestly, whether you loved it or hated it, the content got people talking. But here's the thing, none of those moments blew up quite like the Justin Bieber situation. And the reason is obvious. This wasn't just about music, this was about the collision of two worlds. You've got Justin Bieber, pop's clean-cut golden boy poster child for monogamy, God, and loyalty. And then there's Sexy Red, bold, loud, unapologetic. Their energies don't just clash, they explode. The contrast alone was enough to make the clip viral, but the timing is what made it explosive. We're not just talking about a hug. We're talking about a man who's allegedly in a struggling marriage, who hasn't smiled publicly in months, suddenly lighting up like he just touched freedom for the first time. It wasn't flirty, it was freeing. And that's why people lost their minds. The Justin Sexy Red moment wasn't a random blip. It became the lightning rod for every unresolved theory, suspicion, and whisper surrounding Justin's private life. Is he really happy? Is he really over Selena? Is the marriage to Hailey just for show? Because if this one moment felt more genuine than the last 5 years of public appearances, what does that say? This wasn't just a party interaction. It was a revelation, and the internet, it latched on like a heat-seeking missile. And speaking of his past, let's get into it. The tangled web, the emotional landmine, the never-ending love triangle. Or wait, is it a quadrangle now? Justin, Selena, Hailey, Benny Blanco. 4 names, endless drama. And trust me, what's happening with Sexy Red makes a lot more sense when you understand what's been simmering under the surface for over a decade. Let's rewind to the blueprint. Justin and Selena, aka Gelena, they were the couple of a generation. On again, off again from 2010 to 2018, their relationship was the stuff of tabloids, fan fiction, and emotional breakdowns. We watched them grow up in real time. Sweet selfies, airport tears, cryptic captions, and songs that basically screamed, "This breakup isn't over." Selena's "Lose You to Love Me," that wasn't just a ballad, that was a funeral, a goodbye letter, a reset button slammed with teary hands. By early 2018, it was over. For real, apparently. Selena stepped back, prioritizing her own health, her family, her peace. The public, not so ready to let go. Some fans are still out here rooting for a Gelena reunion like it's a Netflix reboot waiting to happen. Enter Hailey Baldwin. Plot twist? She was once one of them. Receipts from 2011 show Hailey fangirling over Gelena like the rest of us. Tweets, stan energy, proof. But fast forward a few years, and she's no longer a bystander, she's the wife. Justin and Hailey dated, briefly in 2016, broke up. Then, out of nowhere, reunited in June 2018. Just weeks after the final Gelena breakup. By July, they were engaged. By September, married. Fast, brutal, whiplash-inducing. Fans weren't just confused, they were furious. The rebound marriage accusations flooded in. And honestly, they weren't without merit. The timeline was aggressive. Who gets married that fast unless they're trying to fill a void or escape one? But it gets deeper, darker, more calculated. Rumors started swirling that Hailey had been orchestrating this from the sidelines for years, strategically appearing at events, mimicking Selena's moves, creating moments that mirrored her timeline with Justin, like when Hailey launched a cooking show eerily similar to Selena's. Coincidence? The internet didn't think so. Hailey tried to clean it all up, did interviews, including that infamous Call Her Daddy podcast, claimed there was no overlap, no beef, no bad blood, but social media has a memory like a steel trap, and every move she made was dissected like evidence in a trial. Then, boom, 2023. Benny Blanco enters the picture. Then, boom, 2023. Enter Benny Blanco, producer, hitmaker, and, oh yeah, former friend of Justin Bieber. Suddenly, he's not just in Selena's life, he's at the center of it. Selena and Benny went public in July 2023. By December 2024, engaged. And by January 2024, they were flaunting it everywhere. Red carpets, interviews, matching outfits, the whole "we're so in love" starter pack. It wasn't just cute, it was strategic. They wanted the world to see it, feel it, and, yes, maybe someone in particular to notice it. Cue the prom moment. In April 2025, Benny organized a full-on high school prom for Selena. Mall photo booth, corsages, limo, the works. And why? Because she never got to experience prom. Unless you count that time with Demi Lovato in 2007, which some fans still argue over. Either way, this was Pinterest core meets rom-com fantasy, and it had the internet gagging. But guess who else noticed? Justin. Almost immediately after Selena's engagement photos hit the net, Justin started acting. Strange, passive-aggressive Instagram posts, Lord of the Rings memes, a liked and then quickly unliked photo of Selena and Benny kissing. It wasn't just messy, it was suspiciously timed, and then came the fake song. A track titled Benny popped up online, rumored to be Justin's response. Lyrics about treating her better, missing her, regretting things? Was it really him? No. But the fact that people believed it was, That says everything about how the public still views this love triangle, and that's not even the juiciest part. Because while Justin was out here accidentally liking and unliking Selena posts, Hailey was allegedly stirring the pot in her own way. Fans claimed she liked a TikTok that mocked Selena and Benny's Interview magazine photo shoot in March 2025. Her team, of course, denied it. Fake news, they said, but the internet already ran with it. Then came the glitch. Hailey unfollowed Justin on Instagram, briefly, publicly, loudly, and then claimed it was an error. Sure, Jan, because we've all accidentally unfollowed our husbands mid-scandal. It's practically a feature, right? Meanwhile, Selena was quietly liking posts that shaded Jaylee. Some fans swear she was using her new album, I Said I Love You. First, to clap back at both Justin and Hailey, lyrics about apologizing exes and stolen love, the Selena stans ate it up. Even though she denied it was about her past, the timing was too perfect, too pointed, too personal. And then there's Benny. Some believe he's been throwing silent daggers of his own. Subtle social posts, strategic quotes, tweets that seem to scream, "Yes, I'm obsessed with Hailey, but only because I'm winning." No solid evidence, but when has that ever stopped stan culture? Oh, and remember that prom event he threw for Selena? Fans swear it wasn't. Just cute, it was calculated. A perfect mirror to 2015 when Justin took Hailey to prom. The internet called it poetic revenge. A full circle moment. The shade, immaculate. And through all this, fan bases became private investigators, reading captions like court transcripts, zooming in on Instagram likes like they were breaking the Zodiac code. Every move, every post, every silence turned into digital evidence in the great Gelena Jaylee Benny war. Because now, it wasn't just about relationships, it was about narrative control. Who's winning, who's spiraling, who's telling the better love story. And spoiler, no one's playing fair. Fast forward to April 2025. Coachella. Justin shows up, and instantly, fans notice something's off. He's not his usual animated self. He's distant, withdrawn, zoned out. The energy? Nowhere to be found. Within hours, Twitter's lighting up with theories. Is he okay? Is it drugs? Depression? Selena? Hailey? All of the above? Clips start circulating. Shaky videos of Justin looking pale, moving slow, barely reacting. People begin diagnosing from their couches. Some call it exhaustion, others whisper addiction. Some even claim spiritual breakdown. None of it's confirmed. But the speculation? Ruthless. Justin finally breaks his silence on April 25th, posting a message slamming the gossip and lies and begging people to stop making hurtful assumptions. He doesn't name names, doesn't address specifics, but the tone, it's heavy. Frustrated, defensive. It's the voice of someone drowning in noise. And then, things get even more raw. In the months leading up to Coachella, Justin had been posting on Instagram, and not the curated kind. The kind that feels like midnight confessions. On March 13th, he wrote, "People told me my whole life. Wow, Justin, you deserve that. But I've always felt unworthy." 10 days later, on March 23rd, another post. "I struggle with anger. I want to grow. I don't want to keep reacting." And then came the hardest one to read. "Set to SCA's I Hate You." Justin admitted to feeling like he was drowning, unsafe, and emotionally exposed. These aren't random captions. They're cries for help. The pattern was undeniable. And for fans paying attention, it was heartbreaking. Because while the world was busy dissecting birthday parties and Instagram likes, Justin was unraveling in real time. And most people didn't even notice. It all came to a head in late March 2025. Justin went live on Instagram. And what fans saw wasn't polished, rehearsed, or media ready. It was raw, unfiltered. He looked gaunt, drained, barely holding it together, the kind of visual that hits you in the gut, even before a word is said. During the stream, he played rough, unfinished demos. Lyrics like, "I'm sick and tired of hurting you, baby," echoed through the audio. And the look on his face? Haunted. He talked about anxiety, about not being sure if he should even share these songs. It wasn't promo. It was a purge. Experts chimed in quickly. Psychotherapist Jonathan Albert called him emotionally fatigued. Plastic surgeon Dr. Garavardi noted his alarming weight loss. But of course, these were just reactions to a screen. No one had evaluated him in person. Still, the consensus was clear: something's off. Justin's rep tried to cool the fire. Claimed he was simply tired from being a full-time dad to his newborn son, Jack Blues, born in August 2024. Said he was focused on new music, on family, on turning a corner, but behind that PR gloss, something deeper was shifting. Because this wasn't just about exhaustion, there was also a massive shakeup behind the scenes. Justin had recently cut ties with longtime manager Scooter Braun, the man who'd guided his entire career. And now, he was acting as his own manager. No safety net, no buffer, just pressure. It's like one minute you're the most protected artist in the industry, and the next, you're out there solo, trying to navigate brand deals, mental health, music deadlines, fatherhood, and a collapsing public image. All at once. He wasn't just tired, he was exposed. In April 2025, Justin made a bold move. He brought on stylist Gelena Tyson to revamp his image. New look, new energy, new era. He also launched a fresh brand called Skylark and quietly stepped back from his original streetwear line, Drew House. On the surface, it looked like a glow-up, reinvention. But behind the rebrand, people saw something else. A scramble. A man trying to take back control, or at least look like he was in control, and if the career pivot wasn't enough pressure, his inner circle. It was raising eyebrows too. Pastor Judah Smith, longtime spiritual advisor and close friend, was now being described by insiders as narcissistic and too influential. Collaborators whispered about culty vibes, and Ryan Good, one of Justin's oldest friends, reportedly distanced himself because of it. The people around Justin weren't just shifting, they were vanishing. And the ones left? Fans weren't so sure they had his best interests at heart. Then came the relationship cracks. In early 2025, Justin and Hailey were seen arriving separately to a church service in Los Angeles. March brought another awkward sighting. Both spotted at the same restaurant, but they didn't sit together, didn't interact. Hailey left before Justin even showed. And remember that weird unfollow on Instagram back in January? At first it looked like Justin unfollowed Hailey. Then they said it was a mistake, just another glitch in the matrix. But fans weren't buying it because this wasn't one isolated moment. It was a pattern. And when you zoom out, it painted a picture far from the blissful, "we're doing great" narrative their reps tried to sell. Something wasn't adding up. Behind the scenes, another storm was brewing. Money. The Hollywood Reporter claimed Justin was under serious financial pressure after canceling the Justice World Tour. According to insiders, he was tied to a $140 million music catalog deal that didn't pan out the way his team hoped. Suddenly, there were whispers of debt, of missed payments, of panic mode restructuring. His reps shut it down fast. False. He's financially stable, focused on new music. He's fine. But again, it didn't feel fine, because when you add everything together, career changes, a new baby, no manager, fading friendships, and public meltdowns, the weight becomes obvious. It's not just stress, it's an avalanche. To the public, Justin was still showing up, smiling when needed, holding Hailey's hand at Coachella, playing the part. But it felt performative, like someone fulfilling a contract, not living their truth. The spark was missing. The light was dimming, and yet, even in the chaos, there were flickers of hope. He posted about fatherhood, about his son, Jack, about being present, about music, about faith. These weren't just platitudes. They were attempts to hold on to something solid, but even those moments came with shadows. Because every time Justin posted a sweet family photo, fans would zoom in on his eyes, his weight, his body language. They weren't looking at the caption. They were reading between the lines. And what they saw wasn't peace, it was pressure.